somebody need to watch the yearly horoscope report. Why? Reason? Because you want to learn about your job, your career, your profession, your financial backing, your money situation for the coming year. And you would like to know this coming year, will you be getting married? Will you be able to conceive a baby? If you're professionally qualified, will you be able to acquire a job? Yes. And you need to learn about this year 2026. What will be the sudden achievement you will acquire? What are the major issues, challenges, complications, hassles, any kind of negative things happening in your life in 2026? And what will be your accomplishment in the whole 2026? And regarding if you're a professional student, what the educational learning hold for you for 2026? And how your health will be in 2026. My dear friends, life can feel noisy and confusing, especially when you are carrying big questions about work, money, family, health, or relationships. If you would like more clarity through 2026, inside my Prakash Astrologer app, you can watch all 14 one-time life events forecast for your signs and also use your weekly and monthly premium horoscopes to plan with more confidence and less stress. All of this is free for you until the end of 2026. Whether you're already in my app or watching on YouTube or Facebook, you can visit astrology.prakashastrologer.com to register or log in and start using this support whenever you need it. Yearly forecast for Scorpio for the year 2026. The whole year. Scorpio can be your moon sign, Scorpio can be your rising sign, Scorpio can be your ascendant. The whole yearly forecast 2026. First is very important. There are 4 major planets which I'm going to define you first and their transit effect. The first planet which I'm going to define, Saturn transit for Scorpio 2026. Why? Because Saturn represents karma. Any karma you and me perform on the planet Earth is represented by Saturn. Saturn represents our living, our work, our profession, our career, our status, our prestige, our honor, our money, our financial backing, our income resources, our property, anything to do with wealth. When you're talking about money and assets, you're only talking about Saturn. When you're talking about anybody's status in the world, prestige and honor, you're talking about only about the Saturn. When you're talking about income resources, you're only defining Saturn. When you're talking about wealth, assets, you're only defining and talking about Saturn in the world. Lifespan, Saturn. Health issue, which is a serious health issue, Saturn. Crisis like a death, Saturn. Trauma, grief, Saturn. Hard work's reward, Saturn. The whole service sector in the world, Saturn. The whole professional sector in the world, Saturn. The career, merchandising, Saturn. So Saturn is the most important planet for our living. And the transit and effect of the Saturn for any year and every year is extremely important. I'm defining here transit of Saturn for Scorpio and its effect for 2026. The Saturn transit for this year is starting in the 5th house, has been started since March 2025. May I say date is 29th March 2025. It will carry on till 3rd June 2027. So Saturn position in the 5th house. 5th house is the house of creativity, activity. 5th house is our recognition. 5th house, what we do creatively on the planet Earth. Whatever the vision you have, vision is in the mind. But what you're going to create from the drawing board, from your vision to the real-time system reality is the fifth house. It's like an architect defining a building, a structure, but that is in the architect's computer or the drawing, not on the land. The land will be created, that same picture, by the builder. Yes, by the craftsman. Fifth house is actually a craftsman in all the 12 houses. Fifth house is a creative house, which is hand on job. Yes. So Saturn in the fifth house. And may I say, Scorpio can be your rising sign, your moon sign. It started from 29th March 2025 and carry on till 3rd June 2027. So Saturn have a three aspect. Third aspect, may I say, seventh aspect and the 10th aspect. Very, very important. During Saturn's Paya, during its transit, Paya of Saturn 2026 is silver. Paya of Saturn for Scorpio silver means, and most of your past efforts will be rewarded in the year 2026. Scorpio, you will be blessed with sudden financial gain, sudden rising status, prestige and honor, achieving prosperity, name, fame and establishment, comfort of the land and property, enjoying help, support and guidance of your well-wishers. That is you are with Saturn. You got to be very careful about your anger. No decision in anger. If you are annoyed with anything or anything around it, try not to make any decision-making strategy through aggression, and never ever invest any ego in your decision-making strategies. No. Watch your behavior, watch your conduct, watch your dealing, watch your word of speech. These are the very, very important precautions you got to exercise in your routine. Scorpio, if you're a married person or a family man with children, for God's sake, you look after your relationship with your partner, with your children. Try not to be very irrational, awkward, stubborn, aggressive. No. You got to give a direction to your thoughts and be prepared to face quite a few stumbling blocks in achieving your higher education if you're a professional student. It won't be that easy. If you are distracted, if you're romantically involved with somebody, if your focus and concentration is not there, then education won't be completed. And same apply to your other projects. If your focus is not there, if your concentration is not there, if you're too much distracted with other things, your project will be uncompleted. But Saturn in fifth house, the transit, your hard work and fully determined efforts, hard work. You are fully focused on the job. You are fully driven and determined and disciplined. Then efforts will bring dignified success, dignified reward, dignified prosperity. Scorpio, you will face quite a few complications in your flow of income. Nothing is rosy. Nothing won't be easy. Scorpio, you got to be very careful about your decisions, your choices, and your commitment. If you're a student, then you must look after your educational success and career. The journey of Saturn in fifth house, may I say that this time period, I'm going to define everything what is there for you. The journey of the Saturn in fifth house means this period sees you getting involved in unwise activities, sometimes serious arguments, quarrels with your family member, with your relative. Some of you are likely to get involved with litigation with your own family member. You may find it difficult to get along with people now, especially companions. Avoid reckless behavior, as this may cause some loss of status in society. Exercise financial caution during this time period. Work also needs proper handling. Try Try not to adopt a layback attitude or lazy attitude or think about, okay, I'll do it tomorrow. No, there's no tomorrow. Be careful of losses in your profession. Avoid new undertakings during this time period. If you're not committed properly, you may not get the desired result. Try not to make a false promises with people around you. Don't do that. You may not be satisfied with your investment in stock and share market during this particular time. Pay proper attention to the health of yourself and the family. Do not ignore any of your children's health complaints. And do not, if you have a family person, if you have children, do not ignore your children. You must give them time, listening, and energy. Please, look after your health of your children. Please, do not ignore it. And look after your partner's health. Make sure you are not neglecting your family, your partner and your children. No. Most of you are likely to feel anxious, sometimes mentally unstable. If you are married, you may develop aversion toward your spouse. Be careful. Be careful regarding your thinking pattern, regarding your decision choices. Maintaining happiness is not easy. It's difficult, it's challenging, but you got to maintain that. If you are leading the family, maintaining the comfort at home is not easy. Never easy for anybody. Always require extra effort. But this time it will demand extra effort. Saturn will test your fiber. Saturn will definitely test your patience, your tolerance, your listening. Don't get annoyed and just say, oh, I was not happy. Don't throw tantrum. Your tantrum means nothing. If you're a student, you may lose interest in your studies altogether because you find something very fancy. What is most fancy? Companion. Oh, one thing more. Some kind of a sport. It can be something with computer as well. You find something interesting outside your studies which have no relevance with your education, and you will be distracted or consumed by that. End result will be zero when it comes to studies. Don't do that. If you're taking a professional exam, professional qualification, don't do that. Saturn in 5th house. The modern astrology concept, the applied astrology concept is this, which I'm defining now. What the applied astrology is different than as compared to orthodox astrology. During this time period, you will learn about yourself, how to express yourself in the best possible way. Very, very nice. But you'll have to work for this result. It will not happen automatically. No. Nothing will happen automatically. No. We should proceed in a very careful, organized manner. 5th house is usually considered house of recreation. Creation and recreation. Amusement. Saturn transit in the 5th house, it is not likely to be very amusing. It is as if everything in your life has to have some teaching, learning purpose. As long as you are a good student, you will do that. But during the Saturn transit through the earlier houses, you redefined and restructure your inner self. Now, you'll begin to give that self new form through interaction with others. What you are learning in 1st house, 2nd house, 3rd house, 4th house, now you're practically applying those to create new of you through interaction with others. Areas traditionally associated with 5th house may become a burden at this time. You'll have to attend these matters very clearly, and they will not take care of themselves. For example, family. You are a married person, you have a family. You can't throw it away. Yeah. Family become a heavy responsibility for some reason. Yes. Family is not a furniture. You dump in some sort of a storeroom and just forget about it. No, you can't do that. Yeah. Love affair. Romantic relationship always need energy, time, money. Yeah. especially if they do not permit you newly restructured self to be expressed. A love affair may involve with an older person who act almost as a parent to you. It can be fascination in the start. You like this person, that person like you very much. That person is older than you. Now, what's happening? That affection, that caring, developing into romance. You can take a different line. Age is not a barrier for love. That person like you, you like that person. Or you may play that role for someone younger for yourself. Yes, destiny is not fixed sometime. Yeah, destiny can test you. You might find a young companion. You might like somebody for no reason and you don't know the reason. You can play the same role. You may first become aware of certain aspect of yourself through the intense emotional encounter with another person. And you don't know why, but it's happened. Even if it is unpleasant encounter, it can be a positive growth of experience. I'm not taking that away. That can be. Due to this particular transit, you may also simply withdraw from encounter with others. This is understandable because every encounter possesses a challenge. It poses a challenge to you. But you should not avoid them anyway. In so doing, you are avoiding the experience of what you have become, which is so necessary for your power development or proper development at this time. If you feel that you want a relationship but your opportunities seem to be frustrated, examine your real feeling. Usually you'll find that you are subconsciously avoiding the people who would be the right for you in order to avoid the confrontation you fear. The 5th house is also a house of gambling, speculation, and some kind of risk. Needless to say, these activities are not at all in accord with the methodical and work-demanding nature of Saturn. Do not take such risk at this time, for they are not likely to work out. Anything you produce during this time will be the result of hard work. You will have a very much more disciplined approach to creative activity than you have had in the past. This is as it is, should be, because again the aim is to understand yourself through careful, disciplined action. In this case, the activity means giving form to something through your own efforts. The principle applies whether or not you are artistic. All of us are very creative in some way. Yes, as longer we give us enough time and energy. But whenever Saturn transits 5th house and you're going through these kind of problems or complications, number 1, health complication linked with abdomen, especially constipation, especially tummy problem. Number 2, sudden crisis. You never thought about it, but happened. Court cases, legal conflicts. Saturn is inactive. Sudden crisis out of the blue, Saturn is inactive. Health complication linked with tummy, Saturn is inactive. If you become self-destructive, you want to ruin yourself with your own action, Saturn is inactive in the 5th house. 5th house, if you're going through, if your education is, you left the education as it is and leave the education and start doing something else, Saturn is inactive. 5th house Saturn, income, your project as it is, they're totally not completed at all and you lost the interest ages ago, Saturn is not positive, is inactive. You're feeling totally grounded, very, very helpless, totally feeling lost, have no clue or no idea where to start, or incompleted, Saturn is inactive. I am going to give you the task. These tasks belong to applied astrology. Applied astrology in my book is Bhrigu Sutram and Red Book. These are the combination tasks which I took it from Bhrigu Sutram and Red Book. The task number 1, bury 5 kilogram black salt in the cultivated land on Saturday early morning between 4:30 and 6:30 a.m. for 5 Saturday minimum. This will convert Saturn active to positive. This is the applied task. I have done this task for myself many times. Very effective. Second task, you must keep 5 kilogram gur, 5 kilogram rice, 5 kilogram honey in a tightly packing jar and put those jar in a dark shed on the ground floor, a left hand side and corner of the house, dark shed. Put that in that dark shed. 5 kilogram gur in the jar, tightly packed jar. 5 kilogram rice again in the jar or in the full packing. 5 kilogram honey in that dark shed. Leave as it is for 1 year. Second one, you must keep a saffron in a silver box. Do keep it. It will raise your Saturn negative to positive. Next one, do pierce your left nostril and do wear a metal stud for 43 days, and kindly make sure that you must not perform any other task for 43 days, and after 43 days take out that stud and flow in the fast flowing river. This will open the roads of luck for you, plus it will convert Saturn active to positive. Next task, do organize Namak Chamak Rudra Abhishek regularly, especially there is a Pradosh day. There is a Pradosh Vrat day twice a month. This comes in every month. You can check on the Hindu calendar. Pradosh Vrat. On that day you organize Namak Chamak Rudra Abhishek. That will convert your Saturn active to positive. Another one, it is a bit kinky. Do wear black undergarments. Why not? Have a change. It might do some magic for you. It always done magic for me as well. Precaution. Precaution. What you don't do? Refrain from scandalous affairs. Scandal. That will happen, a scandal. You might have an affair with somebody you will be totally ashamed to admit publicly. Don't do that. Refrain from kind of a scandalous actions. Don't do anything which you can't justify. Refrain from daytime intimate relationship. Intimate activity daytime. No. Whole night is there for you. Come on. Refrain from conducting any kind of fraud, illegal activities against the law. No. Saturn in 5th house will trap you. You act. You say, okay, matey, time to do justice with you. He will do that. He is the Chief Justice. In planets, all the planets, he is the Chief Justice. Yes. Refrain from consuming any form of intoxication. Through your mouth, through your nose. Please. No intoxication. Any form of intoxication. Alcohol or anything. Non-vegetarian food. No. The chanting you must do. This is the most powerful chanting in the universe. The chanting I'm going to give here with you, this is the most powerful chanting in the universe. Mahadev says about this chanting, you don't need any other chanting. If you're doing this, that is a spoken word of Mahadev, yes. Aum, Karim, 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 Hum, 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 Harim, 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 Dakshine Kalike, Dakshine Kalike, Dakshine Kalike, Harim, 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 Hum, 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 Karim, 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 Swaha. Requirement is jug of water. Requirement is mustard oil deepak. Requirement is dark fresh flowers. Direction facing west. Sit on a mixed color blanket. Never ever sit on the floor. Always sit on the mixed color blanket. Fold the blanket 3-4 times. Sit on the blanket. Always sit on the chair. Please put that blanket asana on the chair or sofa or bed. Never on the floor. Not in a million years. Please do this chanting. Dakshine Kalike Devta address this Shakti when they were lost completely. When they were grounded on their knees, on their tummy. They have nowhere to go. Nobody was there to take care of them. They came to Mahadev and Narayan for their surviving, for the Brahma. Then Mahadev suggests, okay, that's the only way. You can be protected properly, and Asur will be killed properly. So what should we do? We need to make sure that Dakshine Kalike Ahvan will do, and we awaken the Dakshine Kalike. But the only problem is who will calm her down. Nobody have any solution for that. But they say we have a problem from the Asur. Asur need to be sorted properly. So please save us. So Dakshine Kalike was called through Ahvan, activated. Yeah. And she sorted everything out. Yes. Indra got his heaven back. Yes, they went back to their own, what they were appointed for. So this is that power, Dakshine Kalike. This is the Mahamantra of Dakshine Kalike. You see a crisis and you say, okay, I don't know what to do now. Do Ahvan of Dakshine Kalike and follow the chanting as much you can do. Duration is whatever you can afford, please. As you move through 2026, many of you are carrying one question that keeps coming back in your mind. It might be about your work, your relationship, your family, your health, or an important turning point. These horoscopes give you a general map, but if you want to understand your own situation more deeply, eligible app user can claim a complimentary one-to-one basic consultation with me. When you register on the Prakash Astrologer app, you will receive a welcome email with details of any current complimentary consultation offer and how to claim and book your session. If you are already an app user, please look out for an email from a team member with the same information. In that session, we use your date of birth, time of birth, place of birth to focus on your most important question, so you can move forward with more clarity, less anxiety about what lies ahead in 2026. Jupiter transit effect for Scorpio 2026. In this year, Jupiter have 3 sections of transit. I'm going to define all these 3 sections in details. Scorpio, for the Jupiter for Scorpio play a very important role. For Jupiter, own the 2nd house and the 5th house for Scorpio. It's quite important. 2nd house is the house of flow of income, wealth, assets, and saving. 5th house is the house of recognition, appreciation, applied wisdom, common sense, and formal education, the basic education. It's a very important house, and recognition and appreciation. So Jupiter transit is extremely important for Scorpio. And Jupiter transit is always extremely important for every sign. Jupiter represents professional knowledge, professional ability, professional skill set. If you want to achieve a status basis on the professional knowledge, that is Jupiter. Jupiter represents your marriage. You want to get married. Without Jupiter support, it's not in a million years you can get married. You can enjoy the love life, romantic life, but not commitment. You want a commitment, legal commitment, religious commitment, social commitment. You want to get married publicly, yes, without any fear, anxiety. That is Jupiter. You want to have a baby. Without Jupiter support, not possible. Jupiter support have to be there for male and female. Then you have a baby. So Jupiter transit effect for Scorpio rising sign, Scorpio moon sign for 2026. Transit of Jupiter in the 8th house for Scorpio rising sign, for Scorpio moon sign. Transit of Jupiter in 8th house already started 5th of December 2025. It will carry on till 2nd of June 2026. The whole December, January, February, March, April, May, 6 months. During this particular period, This mostly bringing along some disappointment for you. Then Jupiter transiting in your 8th house. Health require a lot of attention during this time period. If you're suffering with diabetes, or you're suffering with blood pressure, or asthma, or breathing problem, you like to develop some sort of a health issue, and health issue can multiply. And don't take any risk when it comes to health. Take a proper medication and prevention and care as well. Moreover, you may feel exhausted. Work require a lot of effort to see successful completion. Avoid unnecessary argument and concentrate more on your field of work. Hold on tightly to your position and honor, as this period also signify loss of the same along with humiliation. You may even have to face punishment from the government, get involved in litigation, even get imprisoned, legal penalty. Keep an eye on your finances. Beware of thieves and thugs and unnecessary expenses. If you are planning to travel, it would be a good idea to avoid it during this time phase. This travel is likely to be troublesome. You may not get the expected result. Stay away from the argument from the family member, friends. They might create a lot of new enemies for you. Moreover, your behavior, your own behavior, is likely to become irritable, merciless, rash during this time period. Try to maintain your calm at this time. Jupiter in 8th house, traditionally this transit indicate inheritance. That is a modern astrology says. Applied astrology defining in a different way all the transit. Jupiter position in 8th house means inheritance. This transit occurs several times in your course of life, in everyone's life, minimum 6 or 7 times. Whether or not you get an inheritance, but even though that old definition is not usually applicable all the 6, 7 times, no. It is based on correct principle, because with Jupiter in 8th house, you're likely to benefit from other people's pot of money, other people's resources. Consequently, this is a good time to enter a relationship in which you are and you or another person have to pool your resources, such as business partnership. This is also a good time to request a loan from the bank, apply for a grant. Unless there is another transit at the same time that negate this reading. In general, other people are more than usually willing to help you out in some way. On another level, there will be many powerful but fortunate changes in your life at this time. It may not be that obvious, but any sweeping change that happen now will be for the best, will make your life richer, more rewarding in the long run. It will also give you a much greater understanding of the psychological pattern that operate in your life. If you have recently been through a time of psychological stress and are encountering one now, this transit will help the healing process within you. Sometimes this transit can indicate a time of religious, spiritual regeneration, or what we used to call conversion experience. Suddenly, you would derive great benefit from studying spiritual exercises or occult or mystical literature, or at this time in your life, especially if you feel very troubled, then you must do. But whenever you are going to face these kind of problems, complications, hassles, when Jupiter transit in 8th house, if you're carrying a bad debt, or a lot of debts, Jupiter is not positive, it's negative. Second, major obstacle delays in waste of time. Jupiter in 8th house is negative. Going through a lot of oppositions from higher authority, Jupiter is negative. Going through a lot of health problem, asthma problem, heart problem, blood pressure problem, diabetes, oh, you name it, Jupiter is negative. Relationship conflict, Jupiter is negative. 3rd house is occupied with another planet, Jupiter is not working properly. 4th house or 7th house is occupied by Mars or Saturn, Jupiter is not working properly. 12th house is empty, Jupiter is not pulling his weight properly. 2nd house, 5th house, 9th house, 12th house is occupied by Mercury, Venus, Rahu or Saturn, Jupiter's 8th house position is not positive. Then do these kind of applied astrology tasks. These astrology tasks are extracted from Red Book as well as Bhrigu Sutram. Task number 1. Do donate 8 kg turmeric powder, haldi powder to temple in the Langar. Day should be Thursday or Monday. It will cure Jupiter negative to positive. Second task, do donate 8 religious priests dry food for 43 days. Jupiter become negative to positive. Third task, do donate dry food in the langar for 8 Thursday. Saturn, Jupiter become negative to positive. Fourth task, do wear astrological activated fine quality golden yellow sapphire and gold right hand's index finger. Jupiter become negative to positive. Yes, Jupiter golden yellow sapphire in gold right hand's index finger. That will make Jupiter negative to positive. Precaution wise, do maintain good relationship with your father. Never ever humiliate your father, please. The chanting you must do, which will activate Jupiter's move positivity. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevai. 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 More you do it, more you achieve it. The next part of Jupiter's transit, Scorpio yearly chart 2026, June. June is changing. The transit of Jupiter in 9th house, coming from leaving the 8th house, going to the 9th house for Scorpio, and is happening on 2nd of June 2026. It will carry on till 31st October 2026. Whole June, July, August, September, October. 5 months in 9th house, the house of luck. 9th house is owned by Jupiter. Here the Jupiter is ultimate, the crown king. Jupiter position in 9th house, the transit of Jupiter in 9th house. Scorpio moon sign, Scorpio rising sign. This donate wealth, financial gain, name, fame, recognition, appreciation. Scorpio, you may expect profit in trade, in business, a position of powerful authority at your workplace, success everywhere, and favor from superior as well. Scorpio, this could prove to be particularly very good time for you. If you're a writer, if you're an author, if you're a publisher, if you're a researcher, if you're a teacher, if you're a coach, if you're a lecturer or professor or consultant, people related to knowledge. If your only contribution in the profession is knowledge, if you're any type of consultant, legal, financial, social media, astrologer, any type of consultant, technical consultant, non-technical consultant, you name it. This is your world now. Jupiter will flourish you. The whole world become your audience. Socially also, this is a good time. You're likely to be honored. And status would take an upward move. Now your people will think, oh, good Lord, you are the diamond in their company. Your interest in religious activity would be at the all-time peak. You become very, very religious. You're likely to attend as many religious functions as possible. You would also seek the company of saints and willing to spend some precious time with them. Inflow of money should be good, and you may expect a financial gain from all the possible quarters. You may also consider buying a fertile land or other immovable property during this time period. Singles may consider marriage with a match of their choice. Those who are planning baby couples may go for it. This is the best time. Most of you are likely to indulge in great lifestyle, comfort. Health should be fine. You may consider going on a long distance travel. Jupiter in 9th house. The modern astrology concept, the applied astrology says about it, this house is a very good position for house. Jupiter owns this house. Jupiter is king in this house. At this time, the perspective of your life learning be expanded and tremendously. You may have opportunity for extensive travel, religious travel, for desire, for reaching out others in either a formal way or an informal setting. You are there to learn. Here you are you probably do very much reading, usually spiritual exercises, religious exercises, more than ever. And philosophy, metaphysics, religious exercises typical study associated with this transit, and you will encounter not only through books as well, but you looking for a guru or teacher or mentor or murshid. Yes, at this time you will find that now somebody here spiritually going to guide you. You need this for real, useful knowledge about the spiritual world and this world. This is a good time to become involved in a human potential effort or some other conscious raising group. There are many such groups around now. You should pick the one that seems most suitable for you. If you're a writer or you have a desire to be one, this is an excellent time for it, because the 9th house is the house of name and fame as well, and other communication media that reach the world at that large. The whole world is your audience. You are also exposed to a broader world. Your views on life will change. This transit is a very powerful maturing influence in the most positive sense. In other words, you become wiser now than at any other time in your life. But you must be fundamentally open to this process. If you're not, then you won't be. If you think you know all the answers already, this transit may only make you smug or self-righteous, which would be a terrible waste of this transit or energy. Along with possibility of a travel to foreign country, there's also a likelihood that you will become increasingly involved with foreign person or land, either in your business or in personal life. The main effect of this transit is to make your consciousness grow so much that you can no longer live with old prejudice and belief. You must know that rather than just believe, and more you can replace that belief with ultimate knowledge, the better off you will be. Yes. Whenever you're going to face any of the following problems, complication, or planetary position, occupation, or situations, when Jupiter transit in 9th house, separation from the loved one, then Jupiter is not positive, is negative. Conflict in a joint venture, Jupiter is not positive, is negative in 9th house. Relationship scandal, Jupiter is not positive, is negative. Financial complication, Jupiter is 9th house is not positive, is negative. 4th house is occupied by the planet, Jupiter is not positive, is negative. 1st house will become empty, Jupiter is not positive, is negative. 5th house is occupied by Mercury, Venus, Saturn or Rahu, Jupiter position 9th house is not positive, is negative. Then tasks, these applied astrology tasks. You must do this task. Task number 1. Do wear a ruby, real sea coral. Ruby, real sea coral in a gold square pendant around your neck. Please do. This will help the Jupiter in 9th house as much as they can. This will make the Jupiter, it's just like the bulb is not lit. Now ruby and real sea coral in gold square pendant. Now the bulb is 1000 watt bulb is sparkling. Yes, it's shining like a star. Now it's happened. Second task, do donate pure ghee, whole moong to temple in the langar. This will convert Jupiter in activity to positivity. Third task, quantity of the pure ghee and whole moong, whatever you can afford. But repeat again and again, Friday, Friday, Friday. Third task, refrain from non-vegetarian food and alcohol. Yes, saves you from Jupiter's inactivity. Fourth one, do organize Kanya Pujan in the temple. Means donating young girls sweets, money, and touch their feet and treat them like a Devi and do the pranam. This will help you, Jupiter's inactivity to positivity. Please do this task in the temple. Fifth task, have a bath in the fast flowing river. Jupiter's inactivity converting into positivity. The chanting you must do now to convert the Jupiter's inactivity to positivity. Harim gam ganpataya name. Harim harim gam ganpataya name. Harim harim gam ganpataya name. Harim harim gam ganpataya name. Harim. More you do it, more you achieve success, prosperity, rising. Next part of Jupiter transit for Scorpio yearly chart is happening in the month of October, 31st of October. The Jupiter's transit effect for Scorpio 2026. Transit of Jupiter in 10th house, leaving the 9th house to the 10th house. Yes. The transit of Jupiter in 10th house is starting from 31st October 2026. It will carry on till, I say, 25th of January 2027. The November, December, the January till 25th of January, Jupiter transit through the 10th house. So during this time period, you have to move through your 10th house, whether Scorpio is moon sign, your rising sign or ascendant. This bringing some disturbance in the rhythm of your life. Not easy. You may develop negative thinking and a feeling of wretchedness during this time period. Some of your unfilled desire may make you irritable as well. Avoid wandering about. You are most likely to be disappointed during this particular phase of time. This is a time when you may need to consciously avoid argument with your seniors at work and with your elders at work. If you're not careful, there is a chance that you might lose your position. Honor could even be transferred to a distant place. Take care of your finances. Keep them at much safer place. During this time period, the health and that of your family health would require proper attention. Take care of your eyes and throat. This is a time when you need to maintain a healthy lifestyle to avoid feeling of tiredness. Be careful enough not to endanger your family life with negligence, especially during this time period. Jupiter in 10th house. This transit, your attention will turn toward profession, career, status, reputation. It is a time when you will try very hard to move ahead in any and all these areas. Any responsible, reasonable effort should result in considerable progression. For most of this time, this is a time of getting ahead, but you should observe several cautions. First, it is very important to avoid being overbearing, domineering, and arrogant attitude. Some people have a trouble with superior at this time because this transit can indicate inflated ego. This is thinking you are much more than you are without anything to back it up. If you start thinking like that, you're truly significant or special, then please, for God's sake, sit down and review your real accomplishment to see if you justify your feelings now. But even they do so, be careful not to behave in such a way that will cause other people to resent against you or even work against you when this transit is over. Don't do that. However, this is not a general problem, but most people have been taught to underrate the achievement, to be humble. In that particular case, this transit is likely to signify recognition for you, what you have accomplished. You can expect a promotion at work, recognition, or the esteem of your contemporary during this time period. As long as you don't fall into deep trap described above, you will feel also more confident about. And this may be the one of the few times in your life when you are really in yourself. You should only take those responsibility which you can deliver, not over commitment regarding responsibility. You may also experience other effect of this transit. For example, you may have to travel in connection with your work, or you may have increased dealing with foreign person. It is also possible that you may change to field of work that pertain to nature of Jupiter. These fields include medicine, healing, law, higher education, travel. In this case, you should not expect the same recognition that you would if you stayed in your established line of work. Whenever you face any of the following problems, complication, when Jupiter transit in 10th house, number 1, too much struggle. When Jupiter's 10th house position is not positive, is negative. Number 2, lack of success, lack of prosperity. Jupiter 10th house position is not positive, is negative. Number 3, family relationship rouse conflict. Jupiter 10th house position is not positive, is negative. Financial losses. Jupiter 10th house position is not positive, is negative. 5th house is occupied by any other planet. Jupiter 10th house position is not positive, is negative. And 4th house is occupied by moon. Jupiter 10th house position is not positive, is negative. 4th house or 10th house is occupied by Saturn or Rahu, or 2nd house is empty. Jupiter 10th house position is not positive, is negative. 3rd house or 5th house is occupied by Sun, or 5th house is occupied by Saturn. Jupiter 10th house position is not positive, is negative. The task you must do. Task number 1. Wash 4 kilogram barley with 4 liter milk, please, and flow in the fast flowing river barley and milk together. This is one of the finest tasks. Please do this one if you can. Second task, day should be Wednesday. Repeat this 4 times or 5 times or 10 times. Second task, Do donate whole meal atta, whole moong dal to temple and the langar. Day should be Sunday. Repeat this 12 times. The quantity of whole meal atta, whole moong dal, minimum 2 kilogram, but if you can raise up to 10 kilogram, that will be great. Third task, donate money and food to the blind school regularly, any day. This will raise Jupiter negative to positive. Fourth task, bury 5 kilogram black salt in the ground on Saturday early hours of the morning. Very, very important. Extremely important. It will change Jupiter negative to positive. Fifth one, take 12 blue flowers and bury in the ground on Friday evening for 12 Friday minimum. It will get rid of your uncertainties, hassles. Sixth task, do wear a Buddha Aditya yantar in a silver chain around your neck. It will give you status, prestige, honor, make Jupiter negative to positive. Seventh task, do pierce your left nostril, or septum, the central nostril, and do wear a metal stud or metal ring for 12 days or 43 days. And after those days, take out the ring or stud and flow in the fast flowing river. This will change the whole scenario of Jupiter's negativity to positivity. The chanting you must do, which will help you quite a lot, if you can spend time. Om Harim Gam Hasti Pishachi Likhi Swaha. Om Harim Gam Hasti Pishachi Likhi Swaha. Om Harim Gam Hasti Pishachi Likhe Swaha. Om Harim Gam Hasti Pishachi Likhe Swaha. If you want the Ganpati to work for you as your driver, do this chanting as much you can, please. Rahu and Ketu's effect on Scorpio rising sign and Scorpio moon sign in 2026. These two planets are very, very important. The contribution is extremely important in the yearly chart. Rahu Ketu represent your previous life's karma's fruit in this life. Positive karma's fruit in this life is sudden achievement, sudden success, sudden rewards, name, fame, political power. Negative karma's reward, negative karma's fruit through Rahu Ketu in this life represent failure after failure, grief after grief, agony, setbacks, obstacle after obstacle, series of obstacles, delays, waste of time, delaying all everything, waste of time, everything, uncomfortable life, living in a conflict, personally, professionally, all the time, body pain, tension, depression, instability, confusion, illusion, lack of understanding with anybody around you, going through paranoia, going through bankruptcy. There is a negative part of Rahu Ketu. So Scorpio yearly chart 2026, the Rahu Ketu's transit effect for you. First thing first, Rahu's transit in 4th house. Scorpio rising sun, Scorpio moon sign. And 4th house is the house of family, house of comfort, house of peace, yes, house of property. Rahu's transiting through 4th house is already started since 30th of May 2025. It will carry on till 25th of November 2026. Rahu's transit in the 4th house. This 4th house means there will be lack of peace of mind, lot of obstacles, lot of strains, yes, which could make you restless, tense, insecure. Uncertainties will be there, left, right and center. Cold attitude from nearest to nearest one could make you very little happy. Your family need attention. This would see you going through lot of troubled time. You'll have to be extra careful in matter related to land, property. This journey of Rahu, donate loss of the same. You may also have to change your place of residence at this time. It would be a good idea to avoid any kind of property related litigation during this time period. Your health may require some extra care. You are susceptible to developing a lot of disease during this time period. Take good care of your family. Mentally, you may remain worried and unenthusiastic about everything around. Your family health could also become a matter of concern for you, even your mother's health. She is likely to develop a bodily pain, mental unrest. Moreover, you may also have to mourn over the loss of your relative or friend. You may have to consciously put a lot of effort to keep negative thinking at the bay. You're likely to develop an urge to do unlawful deeds. during this particular time. Avoid traveling during this phase of time. Travel of any kind may lead to an accident where you may lose your vehicle or your valuable item or your property. At home, you would have to make extra effort to keep the atmosphere conducive for peaceful living. Be aware of your enemies during this time period. They are likely to add some more trouble for you. Some of you also may even expect some reconciliation with your enemies. You will daydream quite a lot. Sometimes peace of mind, family happiness can be missing. When Rahu transit in the 4th house, whenever you're facing these kind of problems, complications, hassles, number one, too many family relationship argument and conflict, 24/7 all the time. You're fighting within the family. Professional crisis all the time. Profession is not stable. Today you have a work, tomorrow you don't have work. Fighting at home all the time, morning, evening, afternoon. Relationship crisis all the time. Illicit relationship, foul relationship, family tensions all the time. Becoming selfish, very, very selfish. Thinking about yourself. Don't want to sacrifice anything for anybody. Accident. Then please do for the following tasks to overcome all the above complications and hassles. Number one, please, you must flow 4 kilogram barley, 4 kilogram dry coconuts in the fast flowing river on Wednesday for 4 Wednesday. I'm repeating this task again. You must flow 4 kilogram barley, 4 kilogram dry coconut in the fast flowing river for 4 Wednesday. This will take away Rahu's negativity for good. Number 2, the task number 2, try to have a bath in the fast flowing river for 12 days or 24 days or 36 days or 48 days or 60 days. This will take away Rahu's negativity to positivity. Third task, do keep 12 solid silver moon yantra in a brass kagar with river water and place them in a northwest direction inside the house. Fill a brass kagar with river water. Put 12 solid silver moon yantra in that brass kagar. Place it in northwest direction inside your house. Yes, this will give you money. And you make you financially content. Do this task. Fourth one, time to time do organize Durga Pujan or Kanya Pujan in the temple. Time to time, please do this one. This will open the doors of luck for you. Fifth one, do take care of your mom's blessing, mother's blessing. Touch her feet, please, please, please. Precaution wise, refrain from any rewiring, roofing. Refrain from rewiring and roofing. Refrain from extension, construction project, illicit relationship, scandalous relationship. Refrain from any family rows and fighting with your in-laws. Relationship argument, conflict, and please, please, please don't buy any electronic goods or steel appliances. Chanting, you must do this chanting, which will help you quite a lot. Karim bhur bhave swahe, karim tat savitur varneyam, karim bhargo devasya dhimahi, karim dhiyojana prachodayat karim, karim bhur bhave swahe, karim tat savitur varneyam, karim bhargo devasya dhimahi, karim dhiyojana prachodayat karim. More you do it, more you achieve success, prosperity, rising and accomplishment. Scorpio, I'm defining Ketu's transit. Ketu transit for Scorpio 2026. The transit of Ketu in 10th house already started 30th of May 2025. It will carry on till 25th of November 2026. Ketu transiting in 10th house. During this particular period, Ketu will transit to the 10th house. This will create problem at your work. Reward will not be commensurate with hard effort putting in. There will be delays after delays in promotion. Unfavorable circumstances also possible. Those in business will go through fluctuation, lot of fluctuation, ups and down regarding profession. You must remain alert and vigilantic. You got to be careful about your investment. There might be some allergic problem also. This bringing a mixed result, which also depend on your waxing and waning of the moon. During this time period, waxing moon period, your income will be rising with the help of some other depraved people. You may also expect to progress in your field of work, gaining further monetary gain during this time period. However, during this particular waning period, moon period, most of you face losses, loss of money, as well as material riches due to some wrong company. You are also likely to suffer a lot of agony, which could also be due to loss in trade or lack of progress in your field of work. Generally, this position of Ketu signify increase in your enemies, health problem of your parents. There could also be some function at your workplace or residence during this time period. You're likely to establish a good rapport with some important influential people through whom you are likely to be benefited. Some of you also experience sudden rise in profit in your field of work. You may also look forward to a rise in position in your profession, which will bring some more responsibility as well as respect to you. Ketu's effect will depend on Saturn's. If Saturn is weak, then effect will be most dignified. If Saturn is inactive, then effect of the Ketu will be inactive. Please do take care of your health and well-being. You must look after your conduct, mannerism, dealing attitude, and your health well-being. Whenever you're facing these kind of problems or complications, number one, out of character. If you're becoming out of character, then Ketu position in 10th house is not positive, is inactive. In going through illicit relationship, Ketu is inactive. Financial losses, Ketu is inactive. Become self-destructive, Ketu is inactive. Crisis linked with your family, especially children, Ketu is inactive. Personal crisis, one after another, Ketu is inactive. Then please do these tasks to overcome all these complications and hassles. These tasks are remedies upaya from the modern astrology, Red Book and Bhrigu Sutra. Number one task, do keep honey in a silver box. Bring Ketu's activity to positivity, give you stability. Second task, do take 2 steel container. Capacity have to be minimum 2 liter. And these steel container must be coming with a lid. Fill one with milk, full fat milk, second one with honey, and cover it with the lid and bury in the garden. Yes, this will bring the stability in your profession. Very important task. Third task, do organize Ganesh Ji Pujan in the temple every Ganesh Chaturthi. Bring the stability in your profession. Fourth task, do keep a black colored dog or donate dog food to dog home regularly, whichever is possible for you. It gives you stability. Convert Ketu's activity to positivity. Fifth task, do wear fine quality gold and yellow sapphire in gold, right hand's index finger. This will give you power, authority, status, prestige, honor, and convert Ketu's activity to positivity. Precaution wise, refrain from scandalous relationship. Refrain from fraud, scam, irresponsible behavior. Chanting which must boost you up. This is the very finest chanting. You must do this chanting. Aum Sharim Harim Telim Gulum Gam Ganpatte Varvarde Sarv Janame Vashmanai Swaha. Aum Sharim Harim Telim Gulum Gam Ganpatte Varvarde Sarv Janame Vashmanai Swaha. This chanting, Aum Sharim Harim Kalim Gulom Gam Ganpatte Varvarde Sarv Janme Vashmanai Swaha. More you do this chanting, day or night, more you achieve stability in your life, success, prosperity, accomplishment. Scorpio, accomplishment you might achieve in the year 2026, the whole year. So these are the accomplishments you might achieve this coming year. Number one accomplishment for Scorpio moon sign, Scorpio rising sign. You'll have some position in the government. It can be professional position, it can be political. You'll win over your enemies with your behavior, with your strategies, with your technique, with your relationship, with your conduct and dealing. Your speech will be very sweet and logical. People will be convinced by your speech. You'll be extremely resourceful. Your desire is to set up your independent business and your most desire will be fulfilled. This is the year for 2026. Second accomplishment. Scorpio, you will benefit financially through relationship or through inheritance. You'll get profit through business, land, or from abroad. You may become prosperous through trading material. Partnership in business will yield profit. Planetary positions are very beneficial for running a shop, milk booth, milk franchise, or camming shop, or trading in spices, or running a hotel, or bakery, or being a commission agent, or insurance agent. Third one, you will be skilled at selling. You will be skilled enterprising, trading in original metal. This year, Scorpio, you will earn wealth in building, construction, machine parts, cattle trading, automobile trading, agriculture, business of wood, like a building merchant, work of like a marines, like a work of a boat, or treating people through herbal remedies, or herbalist, or spa. Fourth one, you will be skilled at talking, presenting, lecturing, coaching. You will be economical and accumulative. You will perform good deeds, will be enterprising, judicious. You will be brave, valiant on the strength of your powerful arms. You will excel at the knowledge of any knowledge, shastra or business knowledge, at business, in education, in educating people. Business class people will prosper through their business. If you're a consultant, professor, teacher, principal, director, officer, you'll get a good salary this year. Fifth one, you'll have a company of rich people. You attain wealth as a someone's heir. You'll attain wealth due to somebody's will or death. You may attain the wealth of somebody. Sixth one, you will carry on traditional workshop or traditional worship and rituals at home. You'll be extremely religious, very polite, presentable, sympathetic, and you will be charitable and extremely cultured and famous and respected. Seventh one, you will be highly intelligent, enterprising, wanderer. You'll be victorious over enemy group. You'll progress through your own efforts. Eighth one, you will be favored by highest authority. You may attain benefits. You will be courageous, full of courage. Ninth one, you'll be highly intelligent, active, knowledgeable about world's knowledge, skilled at craft, will have self-acquired knowledge. You will be famous and victorious. Scorpio complication you might have to face in the year 2026. Number one, this year you will be short-tempered, very talkative, stingy, sometimes presenting yourself as a very arrogant person. This year, because of your proud nature, you are unable to do a lot of auspicious work. Sometimes you lack goodwill and your own people will dump you. Your wealth will be seized by a landlord or by the highest authority. You may have a conflict with family. You may even fight with your own people. Quarrel with your family and friends. Second complication this year, you will be extremely jealous, very proud, very arrogant, sometimes acting lawless, full of misery, extremely passionate and lacking humility. You may be cheat, may have many enemies. You will have a greedy mentality. You may suffer defeat at the hands of the enemy, may be unhappy, poor, or sometimes miserable. Third one, you will be very much harsh in your speech because of poverty, because of failure, because of mindlessness. You suffer agony from the family. You're deprived of wealth because you destroy it through misuse. There's a possibility of assault from dodgy people, weapons on your eyes or face. Fourth one, inauspicious result predicted by you are experienced first and auspicious results are delayed. Fifth one, there will be some problem with your speech. Sixth one, you will be pitiable, extravagant, lazy, weak. You will be full of misery. Greed is too much for you. Very, very mournful, surrounded by enemies, engrossed in ill deeds and ugly. You may suffer from jaundice, fever, septic infection, poverty, other anxieties. Your deed may bring ill fame to you and your family name. You may not attain paternal wealth or property. Seventh one, you may suffer from eye infection. This is due to inauspicious planetary position. You suffer from eye complications, eyesight problem. Eighth one, bankruptcy, loss of job, loss of profession, other inauspicious events may occur. Ninth one, there might be obstacle in good work. You may suffer pain due to accident. You may suffer kidney problem, gastric problems. Scorpio, learning and education for the year 2026. Education will be going very well this year. Equipped you excellently for station in life. This year, Scorpio, you will have a refined education. Your education will benefit from clarity in expression and giving you skill regarding speech and writing which you need. Your education is in an advanced field and you are exposed to some of the best coaches, best teachers. Much of your education will come through companions. You may have more than one mentor, more than one guide, or one after another. You stay involved with your teacher, being quite logical. You might be good at mathematics or logic, both. You may actually choose to educate yourself in an artistic world, artistic field, or some field that closely fit your self-motivating style. You may have an interest in chemistry, medicine, surgery, homeopathy, other areas of medicine. If you're studying IT, economics, accountancy, finance, then your achievements will be most dignified. You may be trained at job rather than school. A sibling or friend may be influential in your choice of career. It can also happen that sense of independence and desire for hands-on job may make you restless in classroom. Your education may be different from average pattern. You seek fulfillment and comfort in lively interaction with knowledge and people. Your thinking is suited to technical subject, specialist subject. You will get knowledgeable about hidden, profound area of life. You enjoy learning. Learning is learning is life goal, no doubt about it. But this phase of time, you'll upgrade your knowledgeability and skill set. Scorpio, your health in the coming year 2025. Scorpio, your health in the coming year 2026. Overall, you enjoy good health. You may have psychological problem, may suffer some kind of which are difficult to identify. You're prone to trouble in your chest area, or heart, or stomach upset, or cough infection or lung infection. The liver needs special preventive care like a detox of liver. So avoid food that strain and harm it, like alcohol. Scorpio, you may have poor health and your mouth and face can have any issues. You tend to develop some health problem in the area of face due to overheat caused by excessive heat. Your vitality is stronger during the daytime than night. Beware of an accident involving vehicles, please. And you should be careful while driving, please. Scorpio, your romantic life, your love life, your married life, your romance in the year 2026. This year, may I say relationship and romance, your marriage window and baby conceiving window will be opening from 2nd of June 2026. It will carry on till 31st October 2026. So whole June, July, August, September, October. The 5 months you have to getting married this year, Scorpio. And if you are a couple, conceiving a baby. If you're a single person, you are very passionate in love relationship. You consider the status of your partner very important for you. Who you are, what they do for living, what they look like, and their profession. Your romantic partner are likely to be older than you. And you don't mind that. Romances are serious business for you, but they can produce more pain than pleasure. Short-term pleasure, long-term pain. It would be very difficult for you to get romantically involved with someone without feeling an obligation. You're very sensual. You have a strong passions and have an issue with fidelity. You can be very much attached to your partner physically. You must overcome emotional and intimate balance to progress. You enjoy life, have a sensual and that kind of side you have thoroughly, physical side of the relationship. You may have to work through various level of intimate incompatibility. Your sensual compatibility may turn into indolence and prevent you from attaining full success. Relations with and companion at time in your life may be characterized by intimacy and only for the intimacy sake. The physical side of the relationship, you only want that. But for married couple, if you're already married, you will have a fortunate relationship. You will have a lot of companionship within the marriage. Marriage play a very important role. You will experience deep mutual love with your partner, have a very close, intimate bond. Nevertheless, matrimonial happiness can be elusive. Your matrimonial partner has to go through sadness. Despite his or her intelligence and wealth, there may be some problem created by your spouse. This is due to changeability of your relationship. You can be somewhat unsympathetic to your partner while expecting appreciation and sympathy from him or her. You encourage your spouse to be more assertive in her or his own activities. Status is an important issue for you and the partner. Marriage will bring prosperity. You'll benefit from your partner both in affluence and wisdom through marriage, and romance will not be without serious storms. Marriage is like a full of sometimes hassles, quarrels over money, and sometimes spoiling the peace. Financial strain can cause matrimonial problems, but overall, your spouse enjoy enthusiastic support you give him or her. The area of finances could still prove to be very full of challenging and bring challenges in your marriage. Never ignore that. That is a baseline. Scorpio, your business, profession, career in 2026, the coming year. And when it comes to business, profession, career, this year 2026, Scorpio, you act steadily in your line of business. You're a very hard worker but prone to gaps in your career. You can harness your intelligence to work for employers and thus achieve ambitious goals. You will acquire proper education, may choose this as your professional field. You will face obstacles or complexity in your rise to business position or prestige. You may have to deal with personal or confidential information. You are eclectic and take from here and there to form your own style of working and teaching. You can make an excellent consultant, teacher, coach. You're very persistent as a researcher. Your career is related to an area which is somewhat unusual or hard to define. You're worldly wise, you're protective of your business and grow it very carefully. You may work in partnership or independently. There may be financial success and grow through partnership or inheritance. You can excel at sales, especially relating to sports, technology, engineering, fine vehicle, financial services. You are very sensitive when it comes to your student, employees. Your relationship with employees may be frustrating. Expecting co-worker or subordinate to be as clever, as hardworking as you are, you can't expect that. You feel at home at your place of business. You are very well equipped to express necessities of your work. You are very courageous, assertive, and pushing in your work, but in an irregular, impulsive kind of way. You are very well grounded in practical affairs and have a shrewd sense of what is profitable, what is not. A career of your choice might be connected to public speaking, education, teaching, finance, consultant work. You're good at dealing with public. In customer service, public relation, you're good at your profession and natural at public relation and very much business consulting, but your income fluctuate. You may gain fame from unusual accomplishment, but occupy a seat of power in community or large arena. You have a big plan to start impressive project, but they may not be materialized till later on. If you have any creative talent, this placement will make it very difficult for you to express them or will delay the time when you become recognized for your talent. Work may take you to foreign land with perseverance. You can be characterized as an authority in your field. You may have reputation with some unusual talent, but inner heart is strong and sincere. You may have some opposition in this phase of time from the government or society, but you have a business talent. Using your relationship, using your presentation will be an art. But this year, borrowed money or the mortgage may become a base of your building assets. You may become an income from the ruling power. Source of income might include inheritance or some sort of franchise or food business or financial institution or jewelry or other personal property. But you will be very lucky with your finance with regard to your career. Financial opportunity present themselves to you constantly, and you will be hardly suffer from lack of resources. You will earn money through your own effort, but you're working very hard, and you will work hard to accumulate financial security for yourself, for the family. As you move through 2026, many of you are carrying one question that keeps coming back in your mind. It might be about your work, your relationship, your family, your health, or an important turning point. These horoscopes give you a general map, but if you want to understand your own situation more deeply, eligible app user can claim a complimentary one-to-one basic consultation with me. When you register on the Prakash Astrologer app, you will receive a welcome email with details of any current complimentary consultation offer and how to claim and book your session. If you are already an app user, please look out for an email from a team member with the same information. In that session, we use your date of birth, time of birth, place of birth to focus on your most important question, so you can move forward with more clarity, less anxiety about what lies ahead in 2026. Scorpio lucky points for the year 2026. Lucky points are quite important for everybody because you can learn a lot, you can apply quite a lot in the best way. They are a real message for you. Scorpio, the most important sentence for the year 2026 for you. I want it. The biggest asset or strength for the year 2026 for Scorpio, firmness of nature. The biggest weakness for 2026 for you, out of control temper, foul mouthing. Scorpio's ambition for 2026 to live a prosperous, secure life. Scorpio lucky points for 2026, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Scorpio unlucky days for 2026, Wednesday. Lucky color for 2026 for Scorpio, red, white, orange. Unlucky color for 2026 for Scorpio, green. Lucky precious stone for 2026, you must wear fine quality, astrological activated, golden yellow sapphire, ruby, real saltwater pearl, real sea coral in gold pendant around your neck. For flow of income, wealth, assets, savings, power presentation, health, rising success, establishment, peace of mind, assets, common sense, relationship, happiness, job, profession, career, honor, status, prestige, peace of mind, emotional stability, defense from any crisis or trauma, neutralizing any conflicting situations, and neutralizing any trauma, rising luck, name, fame, recognition, and may I say that creativity, activity, prosperity. You can achieve it with this pendant. Millionaire facing direction, if you're buying any property in 2026 for Scorpio, east facing, west facing. Unlucky direction to avoid to buying a property in 2026, northwest facing, just avoid. Scorpio astrological task and remedy for 2026 to balance your astrological equation. This can root out a lot of your problems and complications and hassles. You can use this applied astrology task, Red Book and Bhrigu Sutram task. Task number 1 for Scorpio 2026 for rise in luck and prosperity. Do keep silver bar in a brass gargar filled with river water. Place it in northwest direction inside the house for rise in luck and prosperity. Second task for rise in luck and prosperity. Do organize Namak Shamak Rudra Vrishchik in the temple any day, Monday, Saturday, any day. Third task, prosperity. Fill a brass gargar with river, keep in a safe place in northwest direction inside the house. Same thing, put it with a silver bar in it, blessed in northwest direction for financial contentment and for prosperity. Fourth task, for rising companionship, please be very tidy. Be very presentable. Do wear a perfume or fragrance always, even for the rise in luck as well. If you want to achieve luxury lifestyle, do this task and the lover. Fifth one, for financial contentment, do keep round aquarium, and do keep 3 goldfish and place it in northwest direction around the entrance of the house. Do keep round aquarium, completely round aquarium, and keep 3 goldfish. Place it in northwest direction inside around the entrance of the house, if you can, for financial contentment. Sixth one, for financial prosperity, do pierce your left nostril or septum, the central nostril, and do wear a metal stud or metal ring for 12 days or 43 days, for 96 days. After that time, take out the stud or ring, flow in the fast flowing river. This will open the doors of luck for you and the doors of the prosperity. Very effective. Seventh task, for financial prosperity, do donate perfume, money, sweets to young ladies. Very, very important. Eighth task, for financial prosperity, do brush your teeth with alum powder, fatkadi powder. Please do. And this will give you progression. Ninth task, for financial prosperity, do donate chana dal, besan, haldi to temple in the langar. Prosperity, status, prestige, honor. 10th task, for financial prosperity, you must keep garden or cultivated land or plant pot in your house. 11th task, defense from any crisis. do create a dark room in the left hand side end corner of the house. If you enter the house, left hand side end corner of the house, do create a dark room in that direction, and do keep 5 kilogram rice, 5 kilogram honey, 5 kilogram good in a tight jar. Place it in a dark room. This will save you from any crisis. For defense from any crisis, that 12th task, do keep gold, saffron together in a yellow cloth and place it in a safe place in your house, in your possession. 13th task, defense from any crisis, do flow 4 kilogram barley, 4 kilogram dry whole coconut in the fastest flowing river for 4 Wednesday. This will take away your lot of trauma away from you for good. 14th task, defense from any crisis, please have a bath in fast flowing river for 12 days. Very important task. This will change overall lot of scenario situation around you. Take away a lot of your bad luck for good. 15th task, for professional prosperity, do keep honey in a silver pot. Very, very important task. Very important for stability in your profession. 16th task, for professional prosperity, try to keep 2 steel pan like a steel boxes with the lid on. Fill one with full fat milk and second one with honey and cover it with steel lid and bury in your house. That will give you professional stability. No fluctuation anymore. Very effective task. Scorpio, precaution of the year 2026. What you shouldn't do or avoid. Precaution number 1. Refrain from argument, living conflict. Any argument or conflict, or any land related, property related, and with women related, with your family member, with outside people. Refrain from any living conflict. Number 2, what you shouldn't do. Do refrain from any favors, taking anything free of cost, or refrain from consuming free langar. What you shouldn't do, if more you take free of things, more you take your luck away from you. No, don't do that. Third one, refrain from collecting or keeping any form of clutter in your possession. Unused books or magazine, old clothes, out of order wristwatches or alarm clock, unused mobile phone charger, broken mirror, chipped crockery, unused pipe, unused wood, unused cable wires. Please refrain from keeping parrot as a pet in your house. Fourth one, make sure you won't keep any taweez, rak, babooti, statues, dry flower, bell, shank in your possession. Fifth one, do watch your word of speech, foul behavior, lies, scandal dealings. Sixth one, refrain from consumption of alcohol, smoking, non-vegetarian food. Seventh one, refrain from any family relationship conflicts. Eighth one, do watch your presentation, do wear clean clothes, do wear perfume, fragrance, and be tidy. Ninth one, try to be kind. Please kind to dogs. Please kind to family members. 10th one, do respect your elders, female companions. Do respect your elders of the family and females of the family, please. 11th one, refrain from any consumption of alcohol, intoxication, smoking, non-vegetarian food. 12th one, refrain from having any daytime intimate relationship, intimacy. Daytime, please. 13th one, refrain from consuming too much salt. 14th one, refrain from burning milk, overboiling milk. 15th precaution, refrain from consuming intoxication or smoking. 16th one, refrain from generating smokes or fume in the house. 17th precaution, refrain from false witness, telling pokies or lies to people. No. Scorpio chanting of this year 2026. There are 2 types of chanting always here. Chanting number 1 is for cure. You have a crisis, you have a trauma, you have a problem, you want to cure it. Chanting number 1. Chanting number 2 is for boost. You want to put a twin turbo to yourself. Both are very important. Chanting number 1 for Scorpio 2026, for the cure. Very fine chanting. Aum ang harim kalim chamundai viche ati somyati rudrae mundamalani kalike devaye name. Aum ang harim kalim chamundai viche Ati Somyati Rudraye Mundamalini Kalike Devaye Name. This chanting is given to us by Lord Brahma. This is the first chanting when he was just as a meeting that particular power of this universe, that power is Mahakali. First time he addressed that Mahakali. Before that, he never thought anything above Lord Narayan. But first time he realized something which created Narayan is this one. Yes, this chanting is given to us by Brahma. This chanting he addressed to call the supreme power of this universe, who made the Narayan slept like a baby. What's going on? Wake him up. So this is a chanting. More you do, more you root out your problems and complications and hassles and obstacles and enemies. Requirement is jug of water. Requirement is mixed color blanket as a asan. Requirement is night time after 10 p.m. The finest hour is between 0-100 hours, like at 12 o'clock in the night, till 2 a.m. in the night. There's a finest time. Direction facing south. Duration for chanting is 48 minutes, 96 minutes, 144 minutes. More you do, more you root out your problems, complications and enemies. This is your choice. The chanting number 2, to boost you up. Achieving rise, achieving boost for rise in luck and prosperity. One of the finest one. This is the ultimate chanting. Chanting belongs to Mahabhairav, the avatar of Mahadev. You can achieve anything. Aum Ang Kalim Kalim Kulum Haram Harim Harum Saha Vam Apnudharnaye Ajmal Vadhaye Lokeshwaraye Swarna Karshanaye Bhairvaye Mam Daridra Videshanaye Aum Harim Mahabhairavaye Name. We already asked the boon to root out our poverty and give us gold. We already asked for root out our poverty and give us gold. We already asked the boon for that. That's a boon will be given to you if you do this chanting all the time. It will give you name, fame, root out your financial obstacles, give you wealth, authority, status, prestige, power, honor. Requirement is jug of water. Requirement is mixed color blanket. Requirement is after 10 p.m. in the night. Direction facing west. Duration for chanting minimum 48 minutes, 96 minutes, 144 minutes. More you do it, more you will achieve it. Wish you all the very best of luck for 2026. Take care. My dear friends, I hope this horoscope have given you a little more clarity and peace about this part of your 2026. If you would like a broader view of your year and some support for everyday choices, you can watch the other life event forecast for your sign and use your weekly and monthly horoscope inside the Prakash Astrologer app. All of this premium content is free for you until the end of 2026. So you always have somewhere to turn when life feels uncertain. If you are new and watching on YouTube or Facebook, you can join my app family at astrology.prakashastrologer.com. Eligible app user can claim a complimentary basic consultation with me and will receive an email with the latest detail on how to book. So please check your inbox and also your spam or junk folder.